Hey everyone, I'm going to get right into it. This is a new blaster to me, the Nerf Motostryke. It's actually not new to me as in I thrifted it. I did buy it. I bought it quite a while ago. It was on sale at Canadian Tire. I used a few points, a little bit of hard-earned money, and here we go. One of the main reasons I wanted this, same reason I think a lot of people wanted it, this 10-round Mega magazine was very appealing. This blaster has a lot of very contentious reviews. It uses a lot of plastic springs, a lot of plastic leaves instead of springs. I've heard the trigger feel was really bad. I've heard a lot of bad things about the spin up, the performance, all of those things, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna open mine up because I'm doing a live on Friday night, 8 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Atlantic. You can do the math from there. Just go to the stream actually and subscribe or set a reminder, and then that way YouTube will do the time zone stuff for you. Go do that. But I'm going to talk all about Mega and rockets and Mega XL. And I'm like, well, if I'm going to talk about Mega, I need to open up the only Mega flywheeler, the only official one anyway, and have a look at it. Wait a second. Did I really just say that the Motostryke was the only Mega flywheeler? Oh boy. I had this sitting right beside me. It was pointed out to me that I just was not thinking. It's too late at night, I guess. The Mastodon obviously is a massive flywheeler, super cool, has a drum, rev it up, it is full auto. It is a fun blaster. It's super cool. You can hold it like this, or you can hold it like this, lower obviously than this. I kind of like holding it like this though, to tell you the truth. This is a pretty cool flywheeler, and I actually, full disclosure, deleted this video so I could do this insert. I just had such a brain fart. Sorry about that. And it's just as well because I realized I left this out. Another unexpected Mega flywheeler. This is an Ultra 2 converted over to Fire Mega. I used a kit from Cults 3D. Look up Ultra 2 Mega Dart conversion. You'll find the STLs to that kit. It's really, really neat. I will say this kit does not like regular Mega. It only really likes the AccuStrike to feed them through the flywheels. This is just using the stock cage and motors, so the crush is really high. So I think that's part of the problem, is these just feed through a little easier. I'm sure all of that maybe could be tuned and fixed, but this was just kind of a little fun project. I always thought it'd be really cool to paint this up Judge Dredd style with these big Mega darts, or it would be a good Hellboy thing too, obviously. Let me fill this up. The loading of this blaster is so cool that you can just drop these in. I'm just going to load a few in there. This is pretty cool. This is an amazing platform blaster. It's a shame there hasn't been more done with it. I do have another one that fires elite darts, and I love it too. Back to the rest of the video. Sorry about those emissions. I'm only human, guys. And I would like to mod this one at some point. I feel like all I do lately is say I want to mod things. I'm not doing as many projects as I would like, but time is a factor. This isn't in the box because I actually opened it on a TikTok live just to try it out. I had a proton pack video that I did go viral on TikTok, so I have been messing around more with TikTok. A lot more just firing stuff, a lot more casual videos, I guess, shorter videos. A lot of repurposing of YouTube shorts. YouTube's still kind of where my passion's at because that's where there's a lot more hobby focus as opposed to TikTok, which is a lot more like check out the cool things or whoa, I didn't know that existed, which I also think is really, really cool. I think I like the idea that some people who have never, none of this is on anyone's radar, are seeing these and subscribing. I think that's great. I don't want to be elitist about anything at all. Just very different audiences. I'm really enjoying the YouTube community and how things are going there. So it's kind of my main thing. But I've been having fun with TikTok too. If you're curious which video has, I think it's 400,000 views now. You can go check that out. My TikTok is just at Maritime Foam, just like my Instagram and my YouTube. Let's get back to this. This blaster takes 4C batteries. I've already put these in. It has this cool 10-round clip. It's a little bit stiff to get it in and out of there, but that doesn't bother me a whole lot. I'm certainly not going to be doing a lot of like dropping this mag or flicking it, and I only have one, so that's okay. I'm gonna load this up with the fresh Mega darts that came with it, and I'm going to fire a few just kind of by the camera so you can hear it spin up and kind of get an impression that way. And then I'm going to fire a few over the chronograph. One thing I've kind of noticed right away is the spring is a little bit soft on this magazine. New darts, I guess, rubbing against it. That's kind of strange. I don't know if it'll be a problem. So I have my tin in there. This looks cool. I love a clear magazine. I'm so glad that this one is clear. This is so neat. This is handy to have because I do like Mega. Pop this in here. This blaster, I will say, looks great. It's a gigantic Mega Stryfe and it looks awesome. It's actually pretty comfortable to shoulder. I love the carry handle. It has a rail up here. It has a foregrip that's actually pretty comfy to hold that way. The handle's pretty comfortable. The barrel up here is good and wide. Has a little sling point here and a sling point here. I feel like this is a pretty solidly designed blaster. I really like this digital camo that they have going on with Mega. And you know what? I love the color and I love these big popping out white Mega letters. It's cool. I know it's a little bit of a bummer if you're doing a lot of cosplay stuff with it or painting. It can be not ideal, but stock, I think it looks great. Let's spin this up and see how it works. Definitely has a bit of a spin up. I am going to say this trigger is uncomfortable. It's the rev trigger is very stiff. All right, we're up to speed. Let's fire one out. It's pretty good. I'm actually pretty impressed by that. I'm going to run one over the chronograph here before I turn it around so I can have an idea of what it's performing like and talk about it. 61, 62, 61, 62, duplicate 62. That's pretty consistent. I'll do some more. I'll turn this around and I'll do some more, but I just wanted to have some idea how it was performing without doing all that work. I mean, yeah, it's Mega, so they're kind of dipping out there, but flywheel performance, this is only 10 FPS less than a Stryfe. I don't know. That's not too bad for Mega, I don't think. This is uncomfortable to play for a long time. Your hand would ache from keeping that rev trigger down, and it has kind of a weird shape. I'm not usually one to complain that much about ergo because I'm not out playing all day as much as I would like, so I don't feel like I can give the best opinion on that stuff usually. But I will say this seems not great from an ergo standpoint. The trigger itself, I'd heard a lot of people saying that they were having trouble firing off the top few rounds, that it was really stiff, that it actually, the trigger wouldn't return. I didn't have any problems like that. I ran 3 magazines through with darts of different wear, and I've never had a problem with the trigger sticking. I was watching videos where people were physically pulling the trigger back out, and thankfully, I'm not having that problem. So I'm gonna turn the camera around so you can see some of those numbers firsthand. All right, let's see some numbers. These are not brand new darts. These are older darts, so hopefully it doesn't affect the numbers too much for my 61s and 62s. All right, 2 or 3 seconds of ramp up, and let's go. Two errors. 59. Error. 61. 57. Error. 61. I feel like those crappy darts kind of did me wrong. Definitely a big performance dip when we're rapid firing. It was dropping from 60 down into the 40s. So there you have it. A short little review on a blaster that is still available to buy, so I don't feel too bad with how late I am. You can still get this a lot of places. Canadian Tire is full of them, it seems. This is pretty good. I don't know. I like it. I'm glad I do because I feel like I've been hard on a bunch of blasters lately with all my Elite 2.0 nonsense, being really stubborn about that Eagle Strike, Eagle Fire, the Eagle, you know, the Eagle one that everyone in the world loves but me. It's a good blaster. It seems like it's a great blaster. I relent. It's good. It's great. I'm glad I can be positive about this one too and talk about it a little bit. I have this open now so that when I have my stream on Mega on Friday, I can feel good that I have a Mega flywheeler out that I can talk about. I hope you enjoyed this little small review. I hope you don't mind that it's barely relevant anymore, but you know, if I'm going to open up a blaster that I bought new, I really want to talk about it and make a little video. Someone might be looking for one of these tomorrow, do a search, and hey, maybe they'll find this and maybe it'll help. I hope I see you at the live stream on Friday. Come check that out. Maybe I'll see you over on TikTok on one of those streams. Until the next time, Nerf YouTube community.